Hey all Performance Lab fans, this is Morey Croson. We're giving away free online breakdowns to all of our subscribers. In order to enter the drawing, just click the like button below, subscribe, and comment my online breakdown. Enjoy the rest of the video. Hey, what's up everyone? Morey Croson here from the Performance Lab in California, and we're going to do this new video for you today. It's going to be about your release. I'm very excited about it. Always trying to provide more value for the quarterbacks out there. And I thought just doing a video that was a little bit more personalized would I think help in better understanding what we're looking for within the release. So I'm going to try to break it up into really three main things. You know, there's one in particular that, you know, really encompasses all of it, but we can break it up into a few different things here. So first thing I'm going to face you guys here is going to be working on the lift of the elbow, right? So what happens is we get to this position or we get to this position. There's a lot of different ways of how we can bring the ball back. But from this position, then lifting the ball up, right? So just going just like this without actually bringing our elbow through. So that does a couple things. One, makes it so we don't get rid of the ball as fast. And then two, it actually decreases the overall power. So, you know, the top quarterbacks, the guys that are able to put a lot on the ball, what they're doing is that as they go back here, they go from this position, so here, to elbow up and bringing the ball forward, instead of from here, bringing the ball straight back and then bringing the elbow through. Okay, so it's a key differentiation where you go from here to elbow through, elbow up and through, in comparison to from here, ball up, then bringing the elbow through. And a good way to work on that is just if you go and bring the ball from here, right, and you just go and work on throwing right from that position. So you're here, come bring the ball right up and throw. It's the most effective way to solve that. You know, there's a lot of different things that I'll do too, because a lot of things that will end up happening is it'll be here, right, and then coming around. So I'll also place like a dowel right behind a quarterback's head, so that if they're going up here, they hit the dowel, which forces them to get that elbow up and through. So, you know, you can also use that one. That's always a good one. Another thing that, you know, and this one is, I think this is an important one because it helps with the overall release time, right? And that's the idea that as we're actually loading, right, we want to try not to allow the ball to go down, and then the elbow to go up is really the most important thing, right? Ball down, elbow up. You definitely want to avoid doing something like that, but you know, because there are just overall just bringing the ball down just makes it so you spend a lot more time. You know, I'm not as opposed to bringing the ball down and then bringing that elbow up and through. There's some quarterbacks that are able to get to that throw, right? That helps out their overall throw. But it really what's not good is that if you're bringing the ball down and the elbow up, because then the next thing is going to end up happening is you have to go and lift like that, right? And so you definitely don't want to get into that lift position. And the reason why the lift isn't great is because if I'm starting from here, right, which is then that lift position, then what ends up happening is I end up spinning around, right? I turn and my release ends up being much more like that. It's much more difficult to get my elbow up and through from when my head or when the ball's back here, right? I have to end up, you know, having to turn and just make it so the throw ends up being a lot more difficult to succeed in. You want to just go here, right? And then from here, you just want to come right up and through with that elbow. And that's going to be a super important thing to be able to really improve your overall release. The last thing that I would say is when you're releasing, you really want to think about being able to get the ball coming down. You want to be releasing the ball when it's coming down and getting that arm up here. So a lot of times what I see actually is that guys, and if you slow down your video, you're releasing as you're getting up to the tip-top position of the throw. So you're here and you're boom, and that's when you're releasing it. It's a lot more common than you would think, and as opposed to getting here and then coming down the ball hard. That's how you get that velocity. That's how you throw that 20-yard comeback or that 20-yard out or something like that. And that's a key differentiator, guys. There's a lot of people that are watching this, and you guys are so consumed with being able to throw the ball 50 yards, 55 yards, 60 yards, 65 yards. You know, it's all about being able to throw the ball really far. Well, I've seen guys that have been able to throw the ball 50, 55 yards that can't throw a 20-yard comeback. Right, and the reason is because when you're here and you're releasing a deep ball, it's fine to be here, right, and releasing it as it's going up. But now, and when it comes to being able to throw a good 20-yard comeback and be able to put that on a line and be consistently accurate, which is really what you do in football. I mean, you got to obviously throw deep balls, but you know, maybe you're going to get 2 or 3 deep balls. If you're have a great game, you're gonna get 2 or 3 completed deep balls. You're really only gonna get one. But if you can complete comebacks and you can complete outs and you can be consistent within a 20-yard radius, then you're gonna be able to really maximize that you're throwing, and you're gonna be a really good quarterback. You're gonna be an effective quarterback. So you got to be able to get here and then come down and through as you throw, and that's gonna be a huge thing in being able to improve your overall release and make it so you can put some zip on the ball and put some zip on the ball for a while, right? For a long period of time. Those 20-yard zips right on the corners of the defense are going to be crucial to hit, and just makes it so you're much more of an adaptable and usable quarterback. So yeah, as always, guys, thanks for watching the videos. So if you're interested in doing the breakdowns in the programs, go ahead and reach out to us. We're always improving this program. We just did a whole new email sequence and made it so we have a lot more cool stuff that we do. But from a mindset perspective, make it so you just be much more involved within the program to ensure your results. I just don't know if there's another program that you can do that you can have access to that's going to get you such guaranteed results as what we're doing from start to mechanical approach. Even if you have a quarterback coach, that doesn't necessarily mean that you can't do what we're doing. We're looking at it from a mechanic perspective and breaking down the specifics of where your biomechanics can be. You're going to still need to have a quarterback coach. You're going to still need to have somebody that can go and take you through, throwing certain routes and more of the ins and outs, the nuances of actually playing quarterback. We're not quarterback coaches, we're biomechanical experts. So we're focusing on how can you improve from a mechanic perspective specifically. And if that matters to you, and if that's important to you, which I can almost guarantee it is, right? If you're not throwing the ball as far as you need to, it's because it's a mechanical issue. You gotta be able to fix the mechanics. Right? And we're not going to go and completely change up your mechanics unless you need that. If you're not getting the results and you really need to change your mechanics, then you should really be a part of our program already. But you're probably not going to. It's probably going to just be 1 or 2 slight things that you don't even realize that are keeping 5 or 10 yards off your throw. So if you're interested in this and you've been watching our videos, you've been following us, you haven't taken action, I'd have a huge recommendation to do it, because we're only becoming better and better at understanding how you can become a much better quarterback. And you're running out of time. You only have about 2 or 3 months left before you can't really focus on mechanics anymore. So I'd highly recommend you take action, get started. We have links below to get started. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. And if you did, you can subscribe down below, and that way you can get updates on any of the new videos that we get. Also, if you want to, you can check out some of our other breakdowns for speed and throwing. We have exercises, also jumping mechanics videos, a lot of great stuff within our channel. Hope you enjoy.